Axxess Unlimited is back again in our New York studios to discuss their solutions designed to assess, develop, and keep current state-specific drug and alcohol testing policies. Workplace policies and procedures for drug and alcohol compliance can be a difficult challenge. They're leveraging cloud-based solutions to deliver this. Joining us now in our studios is their CEO, Richard Sharp. Welcome back.
Good to be here.
Thank you. You've been beta testing with clients and live clients, and now you have some new announcements. What's going on with the company?
We're very excited to announce our new cloud-based service, Workplace Drug Test Compliance Service. It's the first of its kind. There's nothing out there in the industry at all that does what we're about ready to do. What the service is going to do is provide to those professionals within corporations, of 23 million corporations out there, those HR folks, risk, safety, and even legal folks. It now gives them a tool that they can go in, build their own policies and procedures, maintain them, and stay current. So they no longer have to try to weave through the difficulty and the morass of trying to figure that out. It's difficult for the following reason. These rules by state are driven by three things: statutes, regulations, and court decisions. There's over 10,000 of those.
Wow.
So corporations trying to stay up to snuff on those, it just can't be done. Thus, our value proposition to our customers is we now provide that service to them.
In real time.
In real time. They're never going to have to worry about doing the updates. That's all done for them. It's done by state. We also have federal rules in there, and there's a number of other things, online training and things of that sort we'll talk about a little later.
And you already have some clients that are utilizing this today, right?
We do, yeah. We have been working for the last several years. We had some internal technology that we used, but we did not hand, so to speak, the keys to the castle. But now we are doing that. We feel that the sophistication is there with those professionals. They know what they're looking for. They know what they need. But the problem here is much bigger than just having the right rules and implementing those. There are a number of challenges that if you're not doing that, you could be violating ADA laws, you could be violating EEOC laws, you could be doing wrongful terminations.
Without even knowing it, right?
Without even knowing it. And there are a lot of companies that have gotten into some very large lost litigation situations because they haven't done the right thing. Now, that's one part of it. You want to do it right and you want to have the tools to do it. But probably the biggest benefit to most corporations is the work comp benefit aspect of this. So in 2007, there was about 55 billion paid out in work comp benefits.
That's a lot of money.
By 2011, that more than doubled to 120 billion. The challenge with that has been that all the insurance companies that are our clients and other industry pundits say that between 20 and 50% of those claims involve drugs and alcohol. Had they have followed the right rules, they could have denied those claims and those benefits and saved billions. There's a huge ROI there just on that part of it.
Right, and that all goes to your bottom line and your stock price if you're a public company, right?
Absolutely.
That's a great value proposition right there for
money
anybody
to use in better places.
Right. Now, how does the technology side feed in here? It's a cloud-based solution. Does that make it more efficient or more effective, or how does that work?
Incredibly efficient. Yeah, our costs to manage that process is significantly lower than some of the other options.
And does it allow you to scale quickly and efficiently as you bring on more clients then?
It absolutely does. I need nowhere near the staffing model that you would need if I didn't have a cloud-based solution. So, servicing 10 to 15 million companies is not going to be that much of a headcount burden to me. It'll require some technology things, but all things that can be managed.
What other products and services do you have in development for 2015 and into 2016?
Yeah, I'm real excited about this too. When we first started our business, several years ago, I found that there was really no compliance certification. That these managers that we mentioned, these safety folks and HR folks, they don't really have a place to go to get the certification or the ongoing learning credits that they really need. That's something that we're building right now, so it'll all be online. We'll have the ability to certify those folks so they'll know exactly how to deal with drug testing, what to do, what not to do. So it's more than just policies, it's knowing how to implement these, and again, what not to do so that you don't get into litigious situations. So that's one thing I'm really excited about, is that certification process, and that will be later this year. The second thing is we have in the past done a lot of consultative work around defeating work comp claims. We have a claim assessment tool that we use. That's now going to be, much like the rest of this, put out there so that our insurance partners, our TPAs, and actually employers will have the ability to put in certain elements of a case and pretty much determine right there whether it's worth pursuing or denying.
That's interesting.
It's a tremendously valuable tool. We're working with a lot of the third-party administrators that are claims companies. They don't have anything like this. So it's something we've just kind of built on the fly, working with big companies like GE and some of the other large Fortune 500 companies. You know, I guess necessity's the mother of invention. That's
Right,
how
because
we arrive
today
there.
you have to first build the case and then take it to your lawyers and have the lawyers run through it and then come back to you 2 days, 5 days, a week later to even understand what you have and what you can't do, right?
Well, and the sad part when we talked about those billions and billions of payouts and work comp claims, the challenge is, and by no means do I mean to denigrate any company or how it's handled, but traditionally, you've just got stacks of claims that go on somebody's desk. Well, in almost every state, there's a statute of limitation. There's the amount of time you have to react, and it's days, not weeks. So if something sits in a pile too long, you've already lost your ability to potentially defeat that claim. So you want to do it right on the front end so that you can actually take advantage. You've got all these talented people in your company. Give them the tools to actually go and cut costs, and like you said, improve stock and put money on the bottom line. That's why we're all in business.
Can you give me an example of how this works in the real world in terms of cost savings to companies?
There's a lot of different case studies we've done. One of them, and I think we may have talked about a little bit about this before, I think it works best just getting the right compliance tools in place on the front end so you're not terminating people wrongfully and things. That's a good start.
Yes.
Right? But it's when you start to turn it to the defeating of the claims. We have a client that we put these services in place with them, and within the first 6 months of a pilot program, they saved $6.5 million and reduced their claims 20%.
I mean, that's huge.
Yes, we always say don't make the $6 million mistake.
Yeah.
So they didn't. They figured it out.
Yeah.
And they've since rolled this out nationwide. I'm looking for some new numbers here, but it's going to be significantly higher than that now.
I understand you have some interesting news about your name and your symbol coming up. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, thank you for bringing that up. We thought the name Axxess Unlimited, not the best fit for what we do. When you think about what we do, we are giving you all the compliance tools and services you're going to need to run your programs at a company. We encompass everything, i.e. the name Encompass Compliance Corp.
Great, great.
So we are pending, we're in a waiting period now. Very soon, we should have that name and symbol change, and we'll be able to announce that through press releases and other channels.
Thank you, Richard. It was great having you on the show today. We look forward to hearing more about Axxess Unlimited as you move forward and to see you next time when you're on New to the Street. For more information, please go to ncompinc.com.